Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I haven't actually filmed a video that's been a proper recent filming session in a while, so I'm actually really excited to be doing this because we're chatting about perfume today. And if you know anything about me, you know that perfume is literally one of my most favourite things in life, more so than TV even. And I've got 6 perfumes here that are my go-to fragrances for the summertime. Now, one may wonder, as a lot of my friends and sisters do, why would you change your fragrance at different times of year? You don't have to. It's not mandatory. No one will get cross with you if you don't. But I personally just like to wear a much lighter fragrance in the summer, something a little bit more fruity, a little bit more fresh. And then in the winter you can kind of get away with things that are a little bit more heavy, a little bit more musky. Springtime I think is a little bit more fresh. Autumn you can kind of wear fragrances that are a little bit cozy. Again, you don't have to. It's literally just something that I prefer. And I love perfume so much that I like to have a lot of choice. Now, the first perfume I'm going to chat to you about is a very recent, well, I was going to say purchase. I'm not going to lie to you, it's not a purchase. I got sent it from Feel Unique. They very kindly sent me a bunch of perfumes, which they're not sponsoring me or anything, they just did send me them, and you know that I'm always honest. But this is the one I'm wearing today and I love it so much. This is the Elizabeth & James Nirvana White. I just wanted to make sure that I got the name right. And this is what the bottle looks like. I think the bottle is stunning. It's so chic, it's so simple. Kind of got that Givenchy play, that kind of vibe going on. But I love it. And the fragrance itself is the summer version of Stella McCartney's Stella, which if I had to, gun to my head, pick one perfume, which I'd rather not have to do, but if I did have to, would be my choice. This is the summer version. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit more floral. It's kind of got that sort of peony and rose smell, but just a touch less strong than the Stella McCartney one. I'm just looking over there because that's where the Stella one is, and because I was talking about it, my kind of eye went in that direction. But it's just beautiful. Really lightweight, really floral, but not in a granny way, if that is something that kind of concerns you with rose fragrances. So, so gorgeous. I love it. Then another one that is really kind of floral, but a lot lighter, a lot more kind of simpler in a way. The notes are not as sophisticated, is Marc Jacobs Daisy Oh So Fresh. I do like the original Daisy fragrance, but Daisy Oh So Fresh is just a little bit more light, a little bit more kind of sparkling, still very floral, but kind of the type of perfume that everybody could wear. It's a very young perfume. I quite like that. I love the bottle of this. I think it's so ridiculously fun and cute. I know a lot of people might think it's really kitsch, but I love it. I just think it's really, really sweet. And the basic premises of a lot of Marc Jacobs fragrances are that they are very light. This one's no exception. Just feels very easy to wear. You could wear it in the daytime easily. You could even kind of wear this on holiday and it wouldn't kind of smell out of place. Not so much a nighttime fragrance, but a really, really gorgeous one. Speaking of nighttime fragrances, a really lovely nighttime one that I have recently got is this one from Burberry, and it is Burberry Body. The bottle of this also beautiful. I was a bit disappointed that when I put it on it didn't make me smell, it didn't make me look like Rosie Huntington Whiteley, but a girl can dream. This is a little bit more grown up, a little bit more sophisticated, but still very light and sparkly, not as floral. A little bit more grown up, but still very kind of light and airy. It doesn't feel heavy or occlusive or very sweet, which is something that I think you can't get away with so much in the summer. Also, it attracts bugs to you in the summer if you wear really sweet fragrances, just FYI, flies and mosquitoes and things. But it's so lovely, this. It's really, really unusual actually. It's one of those fragrances that it's kind of smells, I described a lot of fragrances like Marc Jacobs Decadence and Zara Oriental and Jo Malone's Mimosa and Cardamom, where they're like a cozy jumper kind of fragrance. This is like that, but the summer version. It's that much lighter, but it's still really kind of luxurious smelling and really sexy. It's a really sexy fragrance. I love it. Then I've got 2 fragrances actually that are fragrances for if you just like to smell that kind of clean, fresh, out of the shower kind of watery, citrusy kind of fragrances, because when it's really properly hot, that's all I can bear to wear in terms of perfume. I can't wear anything that's a bit sweet or a bit strong. It makes me feel a bit sick and I just really don't like it. I need something really light. So this is where these come in, and they are beautiful. This one is Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue, which is an all-time favourite of mine. Great on men as well. There is a men's version. This one could be a men's version. It's really unisex and it's just gorgeous. It smells like a fresh, sexy, lemony shower. It's not a very complex fragrance. It's very citrusy, but it's just fresh. And it makes you feel fresh. You know when like you're really hot and you just feel sweaty and yucky, this will just make you feel fresh and light and like you have just come out of the shower. It's awesome. A very kind of along the same lines type of fragrance is this one, and this is from L'Occitane, which I didn't actually know did fragrance until they very kindly sent this over. If you're ever wondering about things I've got sent, when I link them in the down bar, I'll put a little star next to the things that I've been sent, just so you know. If it's sponsored, I will tell you this isn't sponsored, but I don't know, people like to know, don't they? It doesn't bother me if someone's been sent something or not, but like I'm always completely honest as to what I have been sent and what I haven't and what I've bought with my own money and that kind of thing. But yeah, this one is called Vervain Mint. I think it has got mint in it, and it's basically verbena and mint extracts, and it is really minty in such a lovely way. It's kind of more of that cologne feeling. And let me pop it on my other wrist. This is so nice. It's lemony, it's fresh. You get that little bit of a mintiness, but not in a toothpaste smell. It's really lemony and fresh. And I actually sprayed this on, when I was downstairs when it arrived, and asked my boyfriend if he likes it, and he was like, yeah, that's really nice. It's the type of one that I think would appeal to men. Giant bottle. It's not crazy expensive. It's beautiful. It's kind of, to compare it to something else, it's a more lemony, more minty version of Elizabeth Arden green tea, if you like that. So a more lemony, minty version also of Jo Malone's Earl Grey and Cucumber. It's beautiful, this fragrance, honestly. Go and smell this. It's really unusual. And I like the bottle. I think it kind of looks masculine in a really nice way. And then last but not least, if you are somebody who likes those kinds of coconut beach, sun and sands kind of fragrances, I do like them, but I just feel like in the UK it's not the weather for it, even when it's really hot. I don't know, it's like a weird complex thing I have. But like things like a Saint Lauder Bronze Goddess, the Harajuku Lovers coconut one, that kind of thing. This is a slightly more wearable version in my opinion, and this one is Roberto Cavalli. I can never actually remember what this is called. I always have to Google it. I want to say it's called, it's not Paradisco, that's the gold one. I'm gonna have to put it here on. I'm just rubbish. But the bottle of this is so Roberto Cavalli extra that I love it. I love the turquoise, I love the gold cap. It's just fabulous. But the fragrance itself, something fell over there. I don't know what that was. The fragrance itself is coconutty, fresh, kind of smells like your skin when you've been in the sea, mixed with sun cream, mixed with like a little bit of sweat, but in a nice way. So lovely. And this actually lasts really well on the skin as well, which a lot of colognes don't tend to last that well because they're not meant to. This does. This smells really pretty. So I really like that. And then I wanted to just give one last honourable mention, and I wasn't going to mention a men's fragrance in this video because why would I, but I am going to, because every time I go on any form of public transport in the summer, there is always men wearing really sweet, sickly, occlusive perfumes, and it makes the whole like air on the train or on the bus or whatever just smell gross and smell sweaty. And I'm not saying that the person smells sweaty, because like they can't help it if they smell sweaty, but it's when they wear like a really sweet perfume and it takes over the smell of everything. So I wanted to give you a good men's option as a summer perfume, because this also happens to be my boyfriend's favourite perfume, and he has worn it for ages. For the first time I got him it, and he loves it and wears it all the time, and I really love it. I recommend this to most men. I've bought my brother it, I've bought it for like male friends, I always recommend it. And it is Issa Miyake's For Him. It just looks like that, but the fragrance itself, it's everything you want in a man's fragrance. It's fresh, it's lemony, it's peppery, it's sexy, none of this like really sweet business. It's manly, but in a really sexy, clean kind of way. It's such a nice fragrance. I love it. If you're a man, you need to buy this because it will make women fancy you. But yeah, just wanted to give you a little recommendation of that because I really, really like it and he really, really likes it as well. And he's very into perfume. We're a good match really, aren't we? But yeah, just wanted to let you know about that one. So that is everything. Those are my picks for summer fragrances. Please let me know what your favourite summer fragrances are in the comments below. I really, really would like to know because as you may have noticed, I love talking about perfume. I love reading about perfume. I love smelling perfume. I just love perfume. So I would be very interested to hear recommendations. Let me know if you've tried any of the ones I've spoken about and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!